Alrighty, welcome back. Thank you for being here. This will be a quick reading for Sagittarius. We're working with a new deck today. Amen. We are so grateful. I hope you're having a nice Saturday. Let's get you a card from our new deck. First time using it. Sagittarius from their spirit team. Okay, that one went really flying out. That's interesting. A lamb, the sheep, and the blackberry. Devotion. So you could be devoting yourself, working with your deities. I think this is 5 on the top of the deck, so you could be manifesting something. Let's go ahead and read this one. Wow, and it's like the first one on that. That's interesting. So I'm not exactly, let's see how easy this is going to be to find. There it is. Meaning, devotion. The sheep in the blackberry calls us to focus on our commitments, whether to a partner, a job, creative practice, spiritual tradition. Yeah, so you could be learning a lot about like your spiritual rituals, your ceremonies, or learning more about that. Maybe new deities want to work with you. Sheep are innocent and vulnerable and must be watched over and guided. So yeah, this could be you protecting yourself. Blackberries are symbols of protection with their large brambling thorns. Their abundant fruit also symbolizes prosperity. Combining the energies of the two gives us direction. Honor our promises, allowing them to fruit and flourish upright. In what people or practices do you feel wisdom and stability? So really anchor down. We do have the moon squaring Venus today. So it is a good time to take care of yourself. Remember to care well for these sources of guidance and protection. So this could be living offerings. It says, how can I better care for my relationships, spiritual practices, or work? I think this could be more about your work and also the right relationships as well. I'm not, I wouldn't suggest investing in something that's abusive, but a very interesting card. I love this. Okay. Amen. Sagittarius. Let's get you some general tarot. We'll use the classic. I love this deck. It's one of my favorites. Just gotta stretch. So there could be something about maybe stretching for you guys too, like getting ready for something, getting ready. Alrighty, wow, the Magician here, manifesting, beautiful card. Yeah, 5 of Swords in the reverse, not putting up with any bullshit. Sagittarius, people and placements. Queen of Swords, interesting in your future position. 9 of Cups, yeah, really focusing on your happiness. And the Star, success, opportunity, rebirth. That's beautiful. So after a period of conflict, I see you healing. I see you dumping out things and purging and then reclaiming something. You could be investing in this or taking the time out to do these rituals, practices, cleaning your place or making yourself feel better, doing spiritual showers or whatever. Sorry, I just got to stretch a little bit. Okay. Yeah. And I think it's almost like maybe there is that stretching happening, right? So that you can hold what you're manifesting as well. So I want to see what your advice is. Yeah, let's get you one of these beautiful autumn cards for Sag. Any oracle messages of importance and value from the highest teams of love and light, angels, guardian angels, Angel Michael, and other benevolent ancestors. Witches gathering, gather in power, come together in grace, unity is rising, and all will be embraced. So you could be working with people that are good for you, or meeting new people, new friends. You could see they're all women here, so this could be something about like a coven, a group of people with like values. It looks like they're sharing a slice of pumpkin pie with some wine. So this is about kind of, if you don't have people around you, this is your spirit team, right? Like maybe offering something on your altar or communing with your spirit team. But let's go ahead and read this for you guys. Yeah, there could be changes in your daily routine or health. You could notice that you're really investing or manifesting greater health with the Star, Magician, and 9 of Cups here. So taking better care of yourself, especially in these in-between seasons, when it gets a little colder. Yeah, I think you've already done like a long kind of aging or waiting process. Now it's kind of time to celebrate or like really come into your own. It's interesting. There's like a moon there at the top, right? That little sliver. So maybe there's something about the moon cycles here as well, but it says loyalty, faith, friendship, and cooperation. Interesting. It's a good omen for friendship. Interesting. If you're seeking to reconnect, okay. There could be a joyful or positive experience. It's a great sign if you're seeking new relationships. You might notice that maybe you've purged out people that weren't aligned with you, and there's like new people working with you, or people are more kind to you. You can notice like this new energy, this new timeline. Maybe like when you were in a bad timeline, it was just all these negative users and people and takers, and now you're like, after you've purged it out and left some time to kind of go within, now you're noticing that you're getting supporters, right? Because you have made room for them. So yeah. Either intimate or platonic. There are people who are just your kind of people. And so these could be protectors as well, or spirits. This could be like new spirit team members, new guides, new deities. And you will likely go on to build rewarding, loyal, long-lasting relationships with any new people entering your life at this time. Seek people who share your values and interests. So you may be surprised to find there are many people. So if you're thinking about, oh, should I reconnect with someone? Did they share your values and interests? If not, no. you need to stay aligned, right? So you may be surprised to find there are many people who understand you on a soul deep level who have been looking just for someone like you to occupy room in their lives. So you could be magnetizing like the deeper relationship, better relationship you have with yourself. You're magnetizing people and having that discernment to only connect with people on that same level. It says, yeah. Say yes to as many social invitations as possible. Interesting. There are people who are very eager to meet you, and you never know when a party or night at a bar with a friend can change your life. So you might be called to kind of, go somewhere, do something. If you're feeling vulnerable, it's safe to say others might be feeling something similar. Making time and doing your best confirms your desires to have others around and goes a long way in showing how much you care. 144. Yeah, you could have, this could be like some kind of expansion or almost like luck. This could be like mentors, supporters of that sort. But let's go ahead and see what else we can get from the tea leaf. Thank you so much for your support on this channel, Sagittarius. I love this card though, very, very beautiful. I love the artwork. So it's going to be exciting to use this deck for sure, for sure. Gorgeous. You might have noticed like lamb symbolism a lot lately. Like I feel like you're not a lamb anymore, like in a way, like you know how they always kind of prey on the lamb. Yeah, I saw this funny TikTok. It was like a dog with like a costume of a lamb, and he was sleeping outside in a lamb pen. And you just see on the camera, because they set up a camera in the pen, and a wolf comes in, and it like looks at the dog, and the dog looks at the wolf, and it's just like that's where the TikTok stopped. But it was hilarious because it's like the wolf was obviously like maybe so. This is a metaphor, maybe like a predator or predatory people were around you, and they thought you were a little lamb, and and it was really like it looked like a pit bull or some kind of dog, like very like a guardian dog, right? But he had like the hood on, he had everything, like he was wearing like this white, like fuzzy kind of coat that looked like a lamb. So yeah, heartache over what you no longer have in the past position. I see you coming out of that as kind of sideways. So yeah, that's good. I don't think it's impacting you anymore. I think you've really learned through this. There's something about celebrating here as well with the Nine of Cups. Everything has worked out well. Enjoy your success. Yeah, you might have needed to like end something or pierce something or get rid of something that wasn't good to you, because love can be very dangerous, especially like if you're dealing with somebody with Rohini placements, which I've learned. There's a great video on YouTube. I think his name's like Dursi or something like that. And he goes, and if you don't know your nakshatras in your own chart or anybody you're dealing with, go on AstroSeek's website, enter the Sidereal Vedic. Go on Google AstroSeek Sidereal Vedic birth chart or whatever, and you enter. I use the whole sign house system. Scroll to the bottom, and that's the best house system. It's the most authentic. And you scroll to the bottom, and it tells you your nakshatras, right? And you can search those up on YouTube and see if there's any kind of creators that have explored the themes that are prominent in those people's lives with these nakshatras, and I can give you ideas of like. And I remember for Rohini, he was talking about how like it's really like this kind of it's kind of like how deadly love is for those people. In a sense, there's always third party situations involved, so it's like yeah, you could have gotten rid of something like that. So I think there's a lot of supporters around you as well. Yeah, this could have been something. Yeah, this person was like, whatever you're dealing with conflict in the reverse here, Five of Swords in the reverse, you've broken the chains. Like this was trying to chain you up or something, and I see you healing from it. So this is leading you towards success, opportunity, truth, fairness, and rebirth, Sagittarius. Oh, shit. Interesting. You could be fixing something in your life, Sagittarius, or yeah. Wow, yeah. Okay. Yeah, discord among friends and family in the reverse on the top of the deck. So in the future, you won't be dealing with shit with the Queen of Swords here. This is like cutting off, no bullshit. You can even see in the card. There's a lot of clarity, blue skies, right? She's cut through all the bullshit. Anything else, Sagittarius? You could have had to fight for something that's giving like warrior queen vibes. Sagittarius people in placements. Fight for your clarity, fight for your truth. Yeah, something was impacting your finances in the past. This could have been somebody grabby around you as well. Lobster, financial pinch in the past. But it looks like you're coming out of it, so. This could have been somebody who was impacting your values. Yeah, change for the better. So you will actually evolve from this, it looks like. Yeah, someone was trying to make you do something against your will, and you will be taken care of in difficult times. So there are supporters here, and it's kind of like the shepherd, right? The shepherd protects the lamb. He watches over the lamb. You know, he's always around. So there could be like a protective force, Jesus, God. They're always with you, especially if you're going through this transitionary period into a new life or timeline. Yeah, great, good fortune, beautiful. Deep personal strength and peace that assures success, and time to go out and have fun with grapes. So this is a time to celebrate. It's like the wine has been made. Like all your previous experiences has kind of, you know, fermented and has created this beautiful wine, right? So yeah, I hope you're enjoying yourself. Let's get you some juicy messages for Sag. The highest teams of love and light. Oh my God, it's quite a few. Okay, I'll just read whatever came out. It says, listen to intuitive thoughts when you pose a question to the guides or angels. So if you need like an instant answer, ask a question like, what do I do next? Like sometimes I just do this in my head and the answer comes instantly. It's not, you might think it's your own thoughts. It's not your own thoughts. And you'll get better at that thought discernment. You'll realize like a solution is instantly presented or an idea pops in your head and you're like, yeah, that's a great idea. Like, thank you. And be grateful, of course. It says, worship your deities / friends. And that's funny that we said the friends thing. So you might consider your friends more so in the spiritual realm, right? Which is where it begins. Before you meet with people that are healthy, you have deities or spirits. Everything is collective consciousness. So it's like worshiping or working with your deities or friends. These are your friends, deities that protect you. Maybe you're called to learn about new deities. Maybe certain new deities are reaching out to you. And the way you can tell is if you're getting like sudden inclinations or just the word pops up in your head. And when you confirm with yourself, you're getting those tingles. So that's a new deity that wants to work with you potentially. So wants to lead you astray. Yeah, this was somebody who was impacting your finances in the past. So it's you're already beyond it, it looks like. Defend yourself, exactly. So you've learned how to defend yourself. I'm seeing like in like medieval, they used to have like this ball with like spikes. So maybe you're like swinging that motherfucker, you know what I mean? They try to take your energy, yeah. So you're protecting yourself for sure, for sure. Oh, you want to take my energy? Why don't I take your bones? Two people specifically work together against you. So this could be two people that you know in your life that are similar frequencies or energies or spirits or demons are working through them. They're a nightmare to be with. Yeah, so you could have been saved, right? Like a wolf, kind of like here. That's so funny, that TikTok. Like the dog laying down covered, and then it was so funny. Ugh, it was funny. They like you. So like a child, they want to push you down. So this is somebody very immature. Very immature, and they're not on your level. If somebody's operating that way, they're not for you. Thought you were gullible, exactly. They were trying to stage something, so yikes. They want to control over you, domination, to hurt you, harm you, put you in a financial pinch, right? So really stay honoring yourself. You are protected here, right? So they're not your problem, exactly. And don't make them your problem. Never stay in stressful situations. So if it's like impacting your cortisol levels, your hormone levels, it's like you'll notice, especially if you're focusing on your personal happiness with the Nine of Cups, now your dopamine is up. You've eliminated yourself out of these toxic situations, and now your hormones are rebalancing. You're happier, you're more stable, you're more protected, you're stronger. So yeah, calling energy to you. So you could be like, elevating and calling in what you desire, working with the energy, right? Beautiful. I'm not going to go too much into that. You probably know intuitively what I'm talking about. Do spell, channel, declare. I was just going to say that. If you didn't know what I was going to talk about, do, try manifesting. Try to do like a little sweetening spell. Certain things like that can be really helpful as well. Rituals and like it's more about the intention, right, that you give to things. So sympathetic magic, right? So yeah, this can help you call in energy really consciously. So do spell, channel energy, declare what you want to call in your life. Okay, I could really benefit from, I really want to eat this cake, or I really want to meet good people around me that are supporters. I really want to be able to have more protection in my life, or whatever, right? Or even gifts. I want to be able to, you can literally just declare and ask, please open my gifts more, or give me more clarity in how to work with these gifts, or show me, ask for whatever you desire. Fearless go-getter, exactly. So you're fearless. Amen. Cut them out to get abundance. And you could have noticed this, right? And that's why we say, like, you can't have new, better connections if your house is dirty, if you're still engaging with people that are negative energy or dirty energy, right? Shield, exactly. So we have, they don't want you to initiate a new beginning, obviously, but it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Of course it doesn't matter. It's kind of like wolves around the lamb, but the shepherd is there, the guard dogs are there. It's like, you can't touch me and you can't touch us, because if you want to, we're going to skin you and I'm going to make a purse out of your fur. So I'm going to end it there. Thank you so much for being here. Please hit like, subscribe. You can get it personal through the Buy Me a Coffee link or leave a tip through there. Best of luck. Take care.